Yo, what's good, Village family, VOTV? Welcome to episode 4 of Voice of the Village. I'm Trey Hunter.
And I'm Tyree Hollins.
I'm Coach Diggy.
Coach J Hood.
Coach Will.
No split. And we also got Coach Sertavius Martin with us as well. So again, this is episode 4 of VOTV, where this episode highlights Academy Elite 7v7, which is our travel program that is a mentorship for boys ages, starting at age 8, going all the way to 18. That we program that we use travel football as the vehicle to basically mentor young boys, young men in our communities, and also give them the skill development side to everything and expose them. So again, we'll go back through on some more in-depth intros to our guests that's sitting on the panel with us today, and basically tell us how long you've been coaching with Academy Elite and kind of your journey into it, if you can. We'll start with Coach Hood.
Like I said, my name is Coach J Hood. This will be going on my 3rd year. I work with 14U, 15U, and a little bit with 18U on the defensive side and coaching DBs. And this has been a long journey, man, but it's been a great journey. I'm just glad to be a part of the team and ready to see how this year turned out.
For sure. So, Coach, like you say, you've been with us for 2 years. What brought you first to Academy Elite? Or what was, talk about real quick your journey of joining the pack?
Well, I used to train before I started playing pro ball, and then I used to see all of the kids, running around. I kind of helped train some of them too, and then we were kind of short-staffed the first couple of years, so I was like, you know what, this is gonna be my time to, get more hands-on within the community of coaching kids and kind of helping bring them up and teach them different skills and kind of go back to show them all that I know. So, like I said, it's been a long journey, man. The developmental side of the kids and stuff has grown, and like I said, I'm just excited to be still a part of this.
Gotcha. Coach Diggy.
Coach Diggy, been with the Academy Elite for 3 years. So this will be going on my 4th year. Coach, first year helped with the 15 to 18 year, then of course, the last 2 years been with 10 and 12 year. This year I'll be with 12 and 14.
Same question as Coach Hood. What was the deciding factor or basically a small insight on your journey to coaching with the Wolfpack?
First and foremost, my son came to me when he was about 8, saying he wanted to play football. I didn't know where to start. I didn't want them to have that lack of development that I saw within the community. We had no rec league, rec football, anything like that. We had a little YMCA that I think left the city the same year he asked to play football. Had a guy I was talking to. He told me Trey and Tyree was back in town. Went to their gym on that Saturday. Met with them. Got into skill development, and they started telling me their vision on Travel 707. I was immediately locked in, and me and Dylan, I helped coach, and Dylan ended up traveling as an 8-year-old with the 15 and 18 youth for the season, and went from there.
Coach Will, as a new coach, kind of give us again the same of your journey to welcoming yourself or entering this year with the Wolfpack.
Again, like you just said, I'm Coach Will.
Coach Will over here.
This is my 1st year with the Wolfpack, and I'm just excited for the opportunity, man. I just like what I had what I've been seeing over the past 2 years, and I was itching to get my hands on into the situation and seeing what I can do to help myself. You know what I'm saying? Just with the developmental, get kids ready for the next level, and doing anything that we can or anything I can with these group of guys to put my helping hand on to push the vision that they got going. So I'm all for whatever they doing because I like what they got going. So I'm in head first with them. I don't know why this is my 1st year. I should have been here, but I'm excited to be here now.
We get your referral. we get your referral. Coach Martin is off camera. Let me scoot back, make sure I ain't off camera. Coach Martin is off camera. You want to step on camera and go and give your same question?
Coach Martin, offensive coordinator for the 18U. This would be my 2nd year. with Academy Elite 7v7. You know, came on board because Tyree told me I was coming home his first year, seeing me coach 15U with the U, and it was only right, you know, to come help out, you know, our guys in our community because we all grew up. However, you know, it was a great journey. It was a great journey for me to come on and teach these guys and get them my knowledge and learn from them as well. So yeah, that's how I wound up joining this Academy Elite.
So just to break down a little bit and go in depth, give everybody a backstory on what Academy Elite actually is and how we came to create it. So myself and Tyree, like kind of like Dougie said, when we were done with pro football, into that next journey, a lot of what we seen outside of the area was a lot of inspiration toward what we wanted to do. So we began first training Academy Fitness and Sports, which in that, again, it was first just giving back the game to the area, especially for DBs, was our niche of coming into training. We wanted to kind of be that specialty group to train in skill positions. So we also had a vision, like we mentioned in episode 2, like we mentioned about bringing a professional team to the area. So Academy Elite was one of our baseline programs of working ourselves as an organization to getting where we can prepare for that. So again, we started out that first year with 15U and 18U on the pilot season, where we had not enough time with a great group of kids, and we actually were able to see the development throughout that year and base our goals out for what we really wanted to do with the program. So after that, we met up and combined with other like-minded coaches and cats in the community that either had the same kind of mindset or at least professionally they wanted to have development for them same goals, whether it's themselves or actual kids in the area. So we'll kind of go through goals of the program and what we do, and everybody get their own little insight or even as much as history or examples of, you know, what we've been throughout this journey so far, for sure. Real quick, Saturday, November 18th, we got MCAL championships, football championships, beginning at 11 a.m. Gates open at 10. So when this drop, if you're watching it, get ready to go to the championships. We got a lot of smoke in the city, which is a great game, for sure.
For sure.
Well,
Before you move on, with those that will be playing in those championship games, we have in the 6U division, we have the Academy Bulldog versus Academy Tigers, undefeated Academy Tigers, both of them 1 and 2 seed. For the 8U division, we have the Academy Round versus the Northeast Louisiana Saints with Coach Husser and them over there. And then for the 10U division, we have, of course, the Academy Bulldogs, coached by head coach Doug Warner Thompson and Coach Kyle, Bobby Two Kyle. Undefeated, they 8-0 right now, number 1 seed. Be playing the Pro Fish Showboat with Coach Lloyd, Coach Jonathan Wellhite, Coach Damian Wellhite over there. And then the 12U division, we got again a Pro Fish Showboat going against the Academy Tigers with Coach Ra, Coach D-Lo. So yeah, man, it's gonna be some exciting times this Saturday. I don't think you want to miss this one. Probably one of the biggest deal in the city this Saturday. We got a lot of talent in the city. Got a lot of talent in MCAL right now. So I'm just excited, man. My heart warmed to just see, you know, our kids develop in a safe environment more than anything.
For sure. MCAL Championships again this Saturday, brought to you by Vibes, Downtown Lounge, and Extreme Athletics. So, number one, one of our biggest goals in Academy Elite program is to bridge the gap between academics and athletics. And real quickly for me, it's a no-brainer. When you playing football, unless you're getting paid for it, which is when it's truly declared I'm a football player or a basketball player when you get paid for it. Before that, you're a student athlete. So that's one of the things that even in our program, we make it, with our name in general, Academy, we make it from the jump. We communicate it, we emphasize it, make every kid and parent know that we're about learning on every phase of the game or every phase of life, basically, for an athlete.
And just to piggyback off that, on the educational base, we also try to preach, get out the game. You're gonna get out the game what you put into it. And I'm a Grambling graduate that played at Grambling State. And when I first got into Grambling State, and I still use this to our guys to this day. But I had one guy come to me and was just like, use Grambling before you let Grambling use you.
Right.
And that just stuck with me even to this day. So I try to tell my guys the same thing. Use the game before you let the game use you. Get everything that you can get out of it. Learn from it. Learn the life lessons that it would teach. But don't let the game use you. And what I mean by don't let the game use you, don't get this game everything you got, and then in return, or when the air goes out of the football, or when you look up, you don't know what's next. Allow the game to give you those resources.
For sure.
One of those things that had me bought in also that first year was the ACT prep.
Yeah.
We did once a month, twice a month. So the next year we ended up doing elite prep as well as ACT prep, which really had my heart work, because I am when it comes to academics and my kids and on that level. So to see the other kids being able to get the same opportunities, they're really warm me too.
Coach, y'all got anything about that? Bridging the gap.
Pretty much, what them guys already said, focus on your books, student athlete. At the end of the day, like Coach Ham used to always tell me, Terry, when we was playing, one day the air brought the ball. She got to lean back on it. And as a high school student then, I never understood what that means till, you got older. So you're not going to always be able to play, college. Everybody never go to the next level and play college ball, go to the league.
Right.
So you got to have your books in order and your academics. And, even if you don't go to college, pick you up a trade. Find a way. There's always different ways to make a decent amount of money out there. You just got to apply yourself.
Right. So it moves on to one that's not on there, my bad. Actual college and career readiness. So same, everybody's not gonna go on that path to going to a university, or whether it's playing football or not, everybody not going to college. Right. It's literally not for everybody, which that's the thing that we need kids to understand, especially in our communities. Having a plan is not always traditional. As long as you have a plan and can map it out for that match up with your passions and stuff like that, all the things that we hear that's cliches. No, that's real life. It's real life. It's real life about even finding ways to use your passion.
Right.
Yeah. You can go along with sky's the limit basically when you walk in your life. And the same with if you are to go to school and have that plan behind it, it's gonna match up for you how it's supposed to.
Right. And that's the thing too, man. And while we just talking about career readiness, what's so unique about the Academy Elite program, we're gonna shine a little light on this. But even on our coaching staff, man, we got literally business owners. We have trade Tate, Coach Martin, and he ended up he's a carpenter. You got Coach Will right here that's been promoted in his workforce field. They can give a lot of intake on just leadership. You got Coach Warner that's been running and supervising different companies for 15 plus years. So you got Coach Bobby too that owns his own, print service, print store and whatnot. So you have the resources around, that's the beautiful thing about this thing, that the kids have the resources around them to be able to be guided in the right direction.
They actually get to see the heroes that we're trying to mold out of them. They get to see it implemented in the living flesh, which is again our job in general,
right.
Of being able to walk that talk in front of them or what we're trying to groom. Right. Next one, skill development, which again was the eyesore that kind of got our attention to everything that we're doing when we want to combine athletics and academics. A lot of people say, again, it's one of them cliche things in sports of like, man, they live. When you get out of a level, you look back and say, hey, they ain't big like we was, they ain't as good as we were. Right. It's like a cliche thing to say, but I can definitely say after being so far out, it's the truth. It's the truth. Going into not saying this kid's not big as us, fast as us. But when we talking about being good, or I wouldn't say us, but different times, they're not as developed as in certain eras you've once seen,
Right.
or even with the lack of development that we had in general in our own lives coming up. Again, it never changed, so that was one of the things that was the core focus, man. So with skill development, we are a growth from day one type of organization, where from the beginning of everything, once they try out with us, we going from zero. We acting as if they don't know anything, so we can see what they know. Then from there, we are trying to grow them in their specifics or in their area, whatever they play.
Taking the time out to see what we're doing in the community with a lot of the kids. We see people, I'm just gonna be honest and put it out there, you know, people across the water reached out, you know what I mean, because they see it, they hear it, you know what I mean? So, you know, for them to reach out from across the water and, you know, request assistance, you know, we got our own people at home, should be doing the same, man. If you look at the local junior highs, the Carroll Junior Highs, the Lee, the Melville Junior Highs and things like that, those kids played 707 with us, the ones that stand out, every last one of them.
Definitely.
And, you know, maybe one didn't play with us.
Right.
The rest of the 10, 15 kids, they played with the Wolfpack. So I just want to throw that out there that, you know, a lot of us, yeah. But a lot of the success that we're having right now around in the junior highs and high schools, a lot of kids play under our umbrella.
Yeah. And that'll go to, again, with that partnership, with that assistance, we also provide recruiting assistance. Myself, Coach Hood, Tyree, us playing college football, professional football, those networkings and connections, just being around the game or being in the industry of the game, we've either learned the different nuances of how to communicate with college coaches or actually build those relationships personally anyways. So in that, we get a lot of the insight of year to year, season to season, month to month of what coaches are looking for. You know, what college coaches are looking for in different areas for different positions, even in different classes. We talking about the tiers of recruitment. So in there, we teach and educate our parents on what it's going to take for Dylan to be a Division I football player. So that's the off the field requirements and things the boxes that got to be checked off, but that's also the things on the field and stuff that relates to the game. In that assistance, we have the visits where on trips, we may set up for the entire 15 to 18U groups to, you know, go visit a college campus and locker room type deal. But in that, again, we help develop the kids' social media pages, teach them how to engage with coaches on social media, basically coaching on that aspect, posting the right stuff, not having no BS on your social media, having your actual name on there. So when the coach is looking for you, you just made a great play on Friday on the varsity game, I can search Javante Hudson and see him pop up and not 4K Trey Slime Baby. And coach don't know who you are. You off the board right now. But different stuff like that is the focus into the recruiting assistance and trying to gain that exposure for kids. Anything on it? Hit what you hit.
Go ahead.
No, you good.
Nah, go ahead.
I ain't having that.
Like Trey was saying, we done built some great relationships with all kind of coaches and stuff. So we just be trying to tell guys, like, y'all gotta help us help y'all. Like, the stuff that you doing away from the game, that make a difference. Cause like, what I look like telling the coach you ready, but you walking around here, I just seen you with your cousin smoking a blunt.
Right.
Like, all that kind of stuff make a difference. Cause at the end of the day, if I'm putting my name out there on you, I expect you to do what you gotta do on your end. Because like I said, we developed all these relationships. We can't just mess them over by you doing your own thing. So it's important for you to, away from
Open
the game,
door.
you gotta handle your business, like for real. Because we all looking out for everybody else.
Right. People have the misconception that 7-on-7 don't get kids offers when for sure it's not the only thing that will get a kid an offer, but it's just like we talking about them boxes that's checked off. If a coach can see that a kid is a lockdown defender, does all the technique things right, and he can see it in the most purest form of eye craft as a DB, where I don't have pads on, where I can't grab, things like that, for sure. Then make it where I can go look at the Marjorie Blunt's high school film and get all his measurables and see the potential that he has to check out all the other boxes. And we got over 19 kids that have signed college scholarships in 3 seasons, with another 4 or 5 that's committed right now. Again, most of a lot of this momentum and juice is strictly from 7-on-7, where the skill craft competing against bigger competition or talent, where the media platforms and stuff are present. All of that is takes a big toll and help kids a lot in the 7-on-7 game. They get offers just from performing in tournaments.
Yeah, did you elaborate on the camp circuit? That we did this summer?
Nope, that's you, coach. You already saying?
Well, I ain't go. So
We recording now.
I'm gonna let you add.
Yeah, so it's very important. I'm just gonna say this. Even if you're an 8th grader, let's just say you're an 8th grader, getting ready to jump into high school, it's important that you hit summer camps at college to go ahead and create that profile. You're not gonna get an offer then. And then again, depends on when you go out there and really just showcase your talent. It is 8th graders getting football offers, but at least you have presented yourself to those college scouts and like, hey, this is me. So when you come back your junior, senior year, they remember your name and they pull up their profile, be like, man, this kid has really gotten better since. You might get out there around like a 4.8, come back your junior year, you run a 4.4 flat. You know what I'm saying? So they're looking at the jump that you have made within those couple of years. So it's very important that you go to camp real hard, see who you competing against, and other guys in your class, and just ball out, man, because you don't know what eyes be on you. And that one camp that you showcase in, you can get invited to other camps without even having to pay.
And in that, not even as much as the coaches, you get the baseline yourself. You get to know what I need to work on for these next couple of years. If I didn't cover well at this camp, I need to know when I get back home or get to school, get the skill development and training.
And what's
that's
expected
what I need to work
level,
on. Right, and what's expected at the next level for sure. So, Coach, we'll go one by one. Just give me some of your expectations on the season for this year. It could be whether it's talking about your expectations for a certain kid or the age group in general. Who want to start? Or who want to go with? Go ahead, Coach. First year, baby.
Yeah. I've been working with the team a lot this year. My expectation is just big on skill development, man. Just seeing those guys grow, because there's a lot of those kids that's in the younger age group that I've been watching since they was 8 years old. So I'm just here to help them develop and see how they develop, to get them up to the 12 years, to get with Doug and them, and to get up with the older guys, and working on skill at a young age. It's less stuff that they have to teach, and there's more less stuff you have to teach once they get older, and there's more other stuff that they can work on. Because if you hit skill development, just like he was saying with his son right here, I've been watching him ever since he started when he was 8, and just the 3 years, like he's saying, the 3 years just from him playing against other 10-year-olds, he's so much more advanced just off skill development, And I'm just really trying to get those guys to the level of what I see these guys get those guys to now. So I'm just working really it's big on skill development. I just want to see the guys grow and succeed, man. I'm just all about making the future brighter for them. So anything I can do, on the skill development part, or anything, just being a leader, or just, the things that coaches do under the table that people don't see about. I'm all for that type of thing right there. So just watching these guys grow and developing football players, that's what my expectations are.
And to add to that, for the kids that have gotten the basics, the skill development, the groundwork that had been laid for the 12 and 14 year now, I like to see them get more, chalk talk, learn the game on the whole, total, different level, learn different schemes on the offensive and defensive side. So that's what I'm looking at. That's what my goal is this year with the 12 and 14-year-old group.
Like I said, I work with all groups, so I'm gonna kind of work my way up. So with the younger group, kind of expectations high right now because those are the guys that they've been running it ever since they was first year in. They've been winning tournaments, so I really kind of want to see them build on that momentum and not get too complacent and still want to work hard and the sky's the limit for them. So you can only get better. So you can't get complacent and just because you won this last year, did this year, that just means the road gonna be tough for you. So I just want to see how they overcome that adversity and just keep going. And for the 14 and 15U, I just want to see how locked in they are this year because over the year last year, they were kind of split up. So it's like a majority of the kids moved up and some of them were still in the younger age group. So some of the guys that they were kind of comfortable playing around, they're not playing with them no more. So those will be the guys that they back playing with. Yeah, they back playing with they regular group. So I just want to see how they mesh back together and everything just flow into one. And it's big expectation for them too though, because like I said, everybody back together now. So it's like the teams that they were winning with when they was together, all them groups back together. So I'm just ready to see that. And with the older group, my main thing for them is just, probably staying locked in and being focused, man, because majority of the guys that's in the older group, that's like high school guys. So man, you got all kind of distractions nowadays, bro. So it's just like you just gotta tune out what you gotta tune out just so you can lock in what you're supposed to be locked into, because it's almost the end for them. Like half of them gonna be graduating or getting close to graduating, so now is the time for them to make your noise if you ain't already made it. So I just want to see how locked in they can be, and I'm just ready for the season to start for everybody to just turn up really.
There you go.
For me, 18 wise, pretty much for all the guys, for the organization speaking as a whole at this moment, is pretty much building a culture, building a winning culture, having great attitude, and learning how to carry yourself in public as an organization. That way other people can, when other RC, they'll see that we're not just, coaching guys to be, come out here and play 7-on-7. We're actually building young men. So that's one of the things that I'm really, looking forward to and expecting, from all age groups, is for everybody to be a leader and build that winning culture. As far as the 18 wise go, more so preparation, like Coach Doug said, staying locked in, and then not only that, preparing yourself for the next level, taking advantage of the moment. A lot of these guys, can ball out, but like I said last time, man, because of the system that they're in, this is the only stage that they have to showcase their talent. So pretty much really just taking advantage of the moment, so that when you go out there at the high school level, you ask coach, like, why you ain't playing? Because, this is what I can do. Show coach this is what you can do. I done had a coach say, man, I say, hey man, this kid right here can swing it, and he come back, his next line was, well, I don't know what you seeing, because he sure don't do it here. So as a coach, that I had to learn, we have to understand, to put our guys in position to understand what they do best. So that helps me as well. I have to build their relationship and understand what that kid do best and put him in position to succeed, because although it's a 7-on-7, at the end of the day, it's not about, what I want to do. What can you do, and how can I help you reach your goal and get to the next level?
Right, what you gonna take back to school. So for me, organization wise, again, I agree with Coach Tay definitely. I'm excited for us to build a staple culture where for even when new participants or new members come into Wolfpack, it's more so accountability, not even from the coaches all the time. A lot of these guys have been in this, so they're able to hold their new teammates or teammates accountable for basically how we do things and being Wolfpack. But the expectations, success-wise, I'm stamping it right now. We 4 trophies deep, every age group, at least 4, for sure. And I'm talking about natty tournaments with at least 2 age groups. Stamp it right now. Stamp it. So Man, just to close out this part 1 of our Academy Elite Edition, Wolfpack VOTV, Voice of the Village, episode 4. Right before we end, we got 4 Wolfpack members up here right now. We'll let them introduce themselves and what position they actually play. Go ahead. Talk loud.
My name is Dylan Thompson. I play wide receiver, defensive back. My name is Colin Curry.
What age group too, my bad?
I play TU football.
This year you play with Academy Elite.
Last year I played with the Academy Elite, played TU. This year I'm playing 12U.
My name is Colin Curry. I play wide receiver and nickel. Last year I played with 10U. This year I'm playing with 12U.
My name is Eric Rice. I play wide receiver, QB, and safety. Last year I played with the Academy Elite TU. And this year I'm playing with the Academy Elite 12U.
Speak up.
My name is Martin Chris. I play middle linebacker. And last year I played Wolfpack 10U. This year I played Bulldogs 20.
Wolfpack 12. It was Academy Elite, man. I'm talking about Wolfpack. That's it, bro.
Hey.
What you gonna say? Let's go, yo.
Getting up long enough.
Right, because I was gonna basically close it out from like right there in front of us.
Oh, all right.
Get out of here.
Hey, y'all, stay tuned. This year we got a lot coming, man. We got podcasts. We going live. Talking about Mike Duck. We going crazy this year, man. Y'all tap into us this year, bro. Academy Elite going up this year, man. Y'all mark my words.
Hey, Marcus Word, we're going up this year. Protect the Pack video vlog or video cast, whatever you want to call it. Hey, we got Coach Bobby in here. He came in late, and we gone.